Good afternoon, guys. It's Russo again on Wednesday, and coming back at you with another video for an update. And a lot of you guys thoroughly enjoyed my roast video from yesterday, and I told you I would come back with part two, just to make a lot of you happy that I didn't forget you. And if I didn't include you in this particular one, is because there were a lot of new prescribers that I have that I haven't gotten to know all that well, so I didn't have any dirt on you. So maybe that's a good thing. But as we go along, we get to know you. Well, Russo, he's got a good memory. Some other things on him may not be working all that good right now. But guys, I got a memory. I can tell you what I ate for breakfast when I was 5 years old. You think I'm kidding? I remember. I'll tell you. It was a can of bumblebee tuna. Yeah, bumblebee tuna for breakfast. That's what I ate. Anyway, guys, I have gotten responses back from 2 out of the 3 people that I was waiting for regarding the If I Called Your Name giveaway. And I'm waiting. I didn't get a response from R&B Sports, so I can't wait no more. I want to get this rolling. So Mark from KY, I know you told me that you wanted to participate, and you didn't get to see my first video, so I put you on the back burner. So if you want to get off the back burner and participate, you would be my last individual so that I can complete the 6-man teams. So put a comment down below, Mark. I know you've come through for me before. I'm sure you'll do so again. Anyway, so now that I'm going to get that out of the way, just keep your eyes out for a video announcing the teams, and then I'll tell you what you got to do, and then we can get moving and get ready to entertain the YouTube community. All right, with that being said, guys, now I have a lot of great prescribers, and I did a roast yesterday, and it was all done in love for you guys. Don't take anything personally, although I didn't think I said anything that bad. But the bottom line is, again, I've always said that if I include your names in my video and joke about you in any which way, it's because I love you. If I don't love you, well, then you wouldn't hear your name. So there's the trade-off, and I think that's pretty fair, to say the least. But anyway, there's an old prescriber of mine that I've been friends with for years, and you all know him, I'm sure. His name is Adam Ha. Ha. H-A. All right? He lives in Missouri, I think around the St. Louis area, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, I always joked about him because he's tiny. I mean, the guy is freaking small. I mean, a lot of you met him at the National, and I've never met him, and I hope to do so one day once he was in New York City with his lovely wife. But I didn't know. Otherwise, I would have taken him around, and I would have showed him the sights. I would have shown him the goods. But anyway, Adam, look, I know you're small, and I can basically only tell because you got such little hands, okay? And I can tell that when you break at the kitchen table there with your, you know, with the flyers on the table from the food stores, and I mean, whatever you have in front of you. But I focus in on your small hands. And, you know what they say about people with small hands, and it's basically true. I mean, look what they said about Donald Trump when he was running for president, that he had small hands, okay? So that he must have a small, yeah. But anyway, Adam, look, there's still hope. Because I've also always said that it's not the size of the boat. It's not the size of the boat. It's how you dock it. And not everybody knows how to dock their boat. So I'm assuming that maybe you do. And as long as you know how to bring it in at the right angle and so forth and so on, who cares about your hands? Now, guys, that's bullshit. All you women watching or whatever, the size of the freaking ocean liner. It's got to be an ocean liner. That's really important, guys. I was just trying to make you feel good, Adam. It's no, you know, we all can't have an ocean liner. You know, some of us have rowboats. Capiche? Anyway, Adam, I love you. I truly do. And you are one of my faves, okay? Now, Eloy the goat. I've known you a few years. We haven't had the opportunity to get close. because, again, you're way out in the West Coast. I'm here. Maybe we'll meet up in Atlantic City next year if I'm still around at the National. If I'm understanding right, I think I heard you say that you're going. But you're a nice guy. Everybody likes you. You do breaks and you do live streams, even though I'm not a big fan of live streams because you get involved with 80 million people. You put a comment in, before you know it, the comments runs off the screen. It's not easy to do, a one-on-one and get, to know somebody that way. But anyways, but look, I know you're Eloy the goat, but somebody told me that you have sheep in the backyard, and I just was curious. Do you? Do you have sheep? Well, anyway, guys, that's between you and Adam Ha. Anyways, all right, now, Sleeping with Phil, Joe Camel. I know you changed your name, Sleeping with Phil, Joe Camel. I mean, you're a nice guy. Again, new prescriber to Russo. You live in Ohio, and I don't know why, but some of us just can't help it. And I know that you're a major supporter of the Cleveland Browns. I think that's your number one team. You do freaking live streams when the game is on, and you look up at the TV, which I guess is on the wall, and you give a commentary. And you know what? You impress me. You do very, very well. You know your shit. And you're one of the only guys that I know that eats, sleeps, and shits the Browns. Capiche? Well, anyway, Phil, look, continue to do what you're doing. But I just want to ask you, sometimes I look at the comments on your videos, and I'm telling you, I see names that I never saw before from people all over around the world, and especially women. I know you're a woman's man guy, Phil, but clue me in. How do you do it, Now, the Webbers from Colorado. You also are kind of new to Russo, and I am so glad that I met you because you really are nice guys. And I can tell. Look, I've been around the block a few times. I know the people that are phonies, fakers, and the real deal, and you certainly are. And I got to hand it to you. You got balls because you're one of the few people that admit to eating Rocky Mountain oysters. If you admit it, you have no problem. And if you guys don't know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, Google it. But look, Webbers, it's not true. You don't really like John Denver, do you? Well, just inquiring minds, capiche? All right, guys, so what else here do I got? I got everything in front of me here. All right, Big Mike, Sports Cards Collectors. Again, new. And I've always wondered why they call you Big Mike, or why you call yourself Big Mike. I think you told me it has something to do with the size of your feet. I don't know much about that. I know about the small hands or the big hands or whatever, but the feet. But that's what you told me, I think, if my memory serves me correct. You said you were a plumber. Is that right? A plumber, I think? I mean, so you have a big snake that you use? Is that maybe another reason for the Big Mike? Let me know. How come my head's not moving? My eyes are moving, but my mouth is shut. I don't understand, but look, as long as you understand what I'm saying, that's the bottom line. Good friend of mine. He never shows his face on YouTube, as a lot of you do. And there might be a reason, but it's not going to be something that I'll inquire about at this time. Ah, we go. Here's the mouth. Hey, show him the tongue. Look at those little beady eyes. My God, what a good-looking turban, huh? Anyway, Colazzo, one of these days we will meet, and I'll get to see what you look like. But I know you got freaking hairy arms. You even shaved them in front of the YouTube world a couple of months back. I know you told me they all grew back, but somebody told me, do you get bikini waxes? Bikini waxes? I mean, I told him, no, can't be. Colazzo, can't be. I mean, he's, unless he came out of the closet. Colazzo, I love you. Amazing Mets. You're the only guy that I know that enjoys ordering from QVC. You and the missus. And you're the only guy that I know that sits in front of the TV and orders Christmas ornaments in June and July. I mean, I know you probably get like 75% off, no? But I'm telling you, you load up when it's freaking 98 degrees and humid down there where you live in the south, and get Christmas ornaments and stuff. But I guess you got to make the wife happy too, right? Otherwise you're getting them, no? Amio and Pops, Dad. I know I met you a few times up at White Plains. Again, new to Russo. But again, you're on my grade A prime beef list. But you told me that you used to watch my videos for quite some time. But you didn't want to comment because I kind of like intimidated you. Russo? Intimidating? How could that be? So anybody out there, you know I like to hear from you. Anybody out there that don't comment because I'm intimidating? Well, look, I got connections. I'm Russo. I'll find out where you live, and I'll come to your freaking doorstep, and I'll kick your freaking ass if you don't comment. So I'm not intimidating, right? Well, Amio, I'm glad that you comment now. And say hello to Pops, okay? Rick Osmond. I don't know too many people from Indiana. I wasn't even sure if it really was a state. I mean, the only time I ever heard of Indiana before was Larry Bird. Some place called French Lick. I mean, give me a break, guys. French Lick? The frick does that mean? But Rick, you're on my good list. The better list. Now, Michael, I met you once. I see your videos. Now, you're a nice guy. Everybody loves you. But let's be honest, guys. Everybody that watches your videos, have you ever seen a more rounded face? I mean, like, his face is 100% round. I mean, it's so round that Russo could drill 3 freaking holes in your head and use you on Thursday nights when he goes bowling. It'd be perfect form down the lane. I'd strike every freaking time. It's nothing negative. You just got a round face and a big face. Passion for cards. Matt, you're a professor. I look at you with that big beard, and I'm telling you, you're a professor. Do you notice he only breaks Topps products or puts together Topps sets? Now, he won't admit it, but Topps pays him. He's on the payroll. I don't see no Panini. You got nothing against Italians, do you, Matt? Matt, I told you, just save me a Virginia ham one of these days, okay? One of my favorite guys, Big Marv, from Toronto, Canada. Him and Joe Spice are the only Canadians that I know. And I'm telling you, he's one of the nicest guys. He loves the Houston Astros. And I don't really have much dirt on him, but I heard a rumor that, and look, Big Marv, that's not true. Just tell the YouTube community here. Somebody told me your second job, you work as a bartender in a gay club. You like leather. Is that true? I don't know. Just saying. And another good friend of mine, Judge Montana Collector, Caesar. You were also part of the All Hairy Club on YouTube. I mean, your arms were Collazo, and I think there's a third guy that has the hairiest freaking arms that I've ever seen. That's okay. I mean, look, nothing wrong with that. And he lives in Texas. And, I mean, look, you're the only guy that I would ask this question to, Caesar, because I don't trust everybody else that lives in Texas. No offense. But is it true that everything in Texas is bigger than everywhere else? I mean, Russo has some exes that live in Texas, but can't ask them. But anyway, Big Marv. Caesar, you're one of my buddies, and I hope everything's going well with your family and your health situation also. Michael's card addiction. Michael, you're a young man. You're very religious. I got no dirt on you, so the only thing I can tell you is I hope your only addiction in your life will be cards. Michael's card addiction. He sends me emails all the time asking how I'm doing, and that's something I'll never forget. Victor NEGRON. He is the head of Russo's Bronx crew. I anointed him a few years ago. He plays the part, even though he's Puerto Rican, you know, and he made a video applying for a job in Russo's crew a few years. If I remember, after I finish this video, I'll put a link below so you could watch it if you haven't already. You tell me if he should have been elected the head of the Bronx crew for Russo. John, JG Sports. Again, I think he took this video down. Maybe some of you saw it before he did. One day he came home from work, and I don't know what happened. He was frustrated, everything. He started beating the shit out of his refrigerator. I'm talking about a big metal-ass refrigerator. He started beating the shit out of it. And I was looking forward to watching it again, and I see he took it down. But anyway, that's what you're famous for. He loves basketball. Again, a nice guy. He's been Russo's, Russo's crew for a good number of years. The Ripper, Jason. I want to know, how did you pick such a violent name? How did you get that name? You any relationship to Jack? I mean, look, you also have been with Russo a long time, and you commented on my videos, and I wish you'd make more so I could do the same. All right, guys, look, basically, can you believe I'm up to 15 minutes? I mean, that just ain't what Russo's all about. But you know what? Like somebody said yesterday, Russo, your video was about 10 minutes, and I didn't even realize it was that long. Anyway, guys, you take it easy. I got a few things to do. I'll give you an update, letting you know about the giveaway and what team you're on and what you've got to do real soon, okay? Ciao, guys. Ciao.